Got an assassin bug. This one appears to be a female, and it's of the, what do I call them? Like the wheel bug variety. You can see her little cog right there. I believe it's a female. It's pretty big. Finger for scale. I used to play with these guys all the time. I didn't even know they could bite until I was like 14. I never got bit by one, and I played with them kind of rough. So they're not super aggressive or anything. There's its rostrum. See how you can tell the difference between these guys and a leafhopper. They look very similar as nymphs, but they're a little rostrum guy on a leafhopper, which is, where's my finger? That little mouth bit right there goes down basically like all the way to their butt. Whereas on the actual assassin bugs, they're, you know, it's just like their head. And also the leafhoppers have a they have kind of like a leaf shaped type of thing on their back legs. Whereas on assassin bugs, it's just straight. And the difference between assassin bugs and kissing bugs, which transfer whatever that disease is, like chagas or something, is, well, assassin bugs don't feed on people, and kissing bugs do. They feed on mammals. They like suck the blood out of them or something, I don't know. But assassin bugs don't do that. They only eat insects and caterpillars and whatnot. These guys are predatory, and their bite thing does pack a wallop up here. Like I said, I've never been bit by one. They're not quick to bite. I think they kind of know they're the top dog in the bug world. And they're not quick to bite. They're pretty calm. They do have wings, but kind of like mantises and stuff. They don't really fly too much. I think that's all I got to say about them. They're pretty cool. I'm going to keep this one. She's older. Like I said, I think it's a girl. It's pretty big, but I might be wrong. I don't really know a ton about him. But I'm going to keep her for until she passes, pretty much. She's pretty big. I believe they live around 3 years or so. So, you know, this might be a 1-year-old. It might be a 3-year-old. Who knows? But yeah, they're cool. I've been trying to find one for quite a while, and I went outside, and then there was one was right there. Yeah, I've found a lot of leaf hoppers, that's for sure, and they do look very similar. The easiest way to tell is the kind of leaf things on their back legs, but you know, sometimes they get ripped off or whatever, and some of them they don't really even have them hardly at all, especially whenever they're younger. So it's, you know, it can be hard to tell, but like I said, with that rostrum, their mouth parts, it's a lot shorter on assassin bugs. These assassin bugs, they kind of have little hook hands. You can kind of see it there. She's having trouble gripping onto this plastic bag. But anyways, I'm going to get her in her enclosure, which is right here. No plants or anything in it. Right now, at least. I might add some later. I don't know. But just sticks and little Gatorade cap water thing for right now. So, give me a second and I'll get her in there. Alrighty, here we go. Come on. Get out, please. There you go, hook on. Hook on to that nice stick. So, oh. There she goes. Alright, got her in there. Can y'all see her? It's right there. Still walking. They're so deliberate with their movements. And this one recently ate. You can tell her, what do you call the back of a bug? Is that the thorax? Or is that the middle bit? I don't know. But you can tell her back thing is all big. So she just ate recently. Which makes sense because I found her next to a ton of moths. So I assume she was eating on some of those moths. I didn't see her eating a moth, just an assumption. I had a mantis one time. I had mantis quite a bit. There's some mantis eggs up there actually. Those must be really old. It's been a while since I had a mantis. You can see them in the back there. What was I saying? Oh, but I had a mantis. Well, a few times, but one time I was giving her. Yeah, I was a female because she was the one who laid the eggs. But I was giving her some moths, and I put a couple in there because they were just little moths, and she was a big mantis. And she had one in each hand, each claw thing, and she would like take some bites out of one, and then she'd go to the other. It was like, have you ever seen like somebody drinking 2 beers with one hand or something? It was like that, but with moths. It was kind of cool. It's kind of fun just watching this assassin bug walk around. But anyways, I just thought I'd show you all my new little pet. Alright, cut my assassin bug here and moth. These guys are cool because their body is not rigid like a grasshopper or a cricket or something. So they'll be like flat. And I have another one that I'll show you here in a bit. But you can see how round this guy is. And I had to go on an adventure. It escaped and I had to catch it again. So I'm kind of winded. It's pretty quick. But anyway, these assassin bugs, they're not nearly as easy to tongue feed as a mantis, and that's just because their arms aren't nearly as strong. But you can still do it. You just have to hold it for longer than you think you should. You got to kind of wait for that venom to start working. They also don't have nearly as high as a prey drive, it seems. Well, I mean, I'm sure it's there. They're probably just a little less confident than a mantis. Come on, focus. There we go. See it biting me. Kind of pulling on it a little bit so it thinks it's getting away. Maybe it'll hold tighter. Now to kind of hold it there for a second, let that venom start working. Not like a mantis. As soon as a mantis grabs hold of pretty much anything, there ain't no getting away. There we go. It's cooked now. Let me show you. Let's go ahead and lock that before I forget. But look at how flat this one is. Like it is like wafer thin in the thorax part. I don't know. Their butt part. That's all. You know, not rigid, I guess. Let me turn the flash off here real quick. But, I mean, look at how thin it is from the back. It's not coming out on camera super great, but kind of get it away from the wings here. Maybe. Let me get a different grip. Alright, there we go. Look at how thin that is. Come on, focus. You need the light? Maybe it needs the light. Yeah, you can kind of see it there pretty good. Look at how thin. That's crazy, huh? Anyway, back to the one that's being consumed now. This is 400 times speed. I was surprised at how much the assassin bug, she was moving. You can start to see the moss butt abdomen thing, whatever it is, start to get skinny here. And I couldn't record the whole thing because my phone died. This was about 3 hours worth of footage. Here's the moth after she got done feeding on it. Unfortunately, I didn't get... My phone died while I was recording, so we couldn't see her drop it or anything. But look at how... Let me get it on a white background, actually. And get the light. There we go. But look at how skinny it is. There's nothing in there at all. It's just completely empty. They just suck everything out. It's kind of crazy. See, squishing, nothing coming out. Yeah, it's weird how they just suck all the stuff out of them. Like, there's just absolutely nothing left. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, and she just dropped it. Whenever she was done, she just dropped it. It ended up in that back corner. So, yeah, that's how they feed. They just suck them till they're gone, pretty much. And from the moth, it had all that, hair, I guess you'd call it, on it. And now the assassin bug's kind of like hairy. You can see it. It's got moth dust on it, all over it. I assume she'll clean that off of herself in a day or so. Or maybe I should spray her with some water. I don't know. Well, she's passed away. Right there. That's where she would usually hang out, right up there. But she's gone. Let's take a closer look. There she is. Seems like she just passed a little while ago. Her legs are still. Kind of go back to their position slowly. This rostrum is very strong. It was very hard to move. But you can see, let me put it back down. Zoom in on the head here a little bit. You can see it's like just the size of her head. Whereas on like the leaf-footed bugs, comes down to like at least here. At least like right in here. So you need a better look at it. Yeah, there's the hook hands I was talking about. The antennas come out and then they bend. I must have caught her like right at the end of life because she only lived like a week. Very sad. Or I did something. Yeah, there's some sort of poison or something. But for it to have her die this fast. And also her back legs. She wouldn't hold on with her back legs all the time. So I wonder if that was just a getting old thing and not just something they kind of do. Well, let's see if we can't get a look at these wings here. Some light. There they are. They're kind of like see-through at the back and they're not more towards the front. Maybe kind of hard to see. See, the front's like solid and the back's more see-through. She has another set of wings as well. Underneath, underneath the main set thing. The main wings kicked off to the side. And you should be able to see these smaller wings a bit better. These are all see-through. Wow, you can kind of see like the gold flakes on the main wings. Kind of looks like gold flaking or something. These secondaries are just kind of a black color. Get a good look at that cog. Let the feet move. Kind of cool how they kind of go back to their original position. Stretch them out. And slowly creep back, as you can see. Neat how they do that. Well, anyways, it's unfortunate we caught her so late in life, but that's okay. I'll see y'all in the next one.